What is up, guys? It's DJ Martini Midwest coming at you with another video for my channel. And today we're going to talk about the Slate 4 from Gemini. It's a pretty good controller, and I wanted to bring it to you guys because I just didn't see any great videos on it, and I hoped I could bring you a little bit more information, a little bit more insight on this controller. And also you can pick it up for a pretty decent price on various locations. If not, it is kind of an expensive controller at $249 retail. If you bought it off Amazon, that's probably where you'd get it at that price point. If not, you could get it on eBay for around $120 to $140. I got a super deal on it. I actually got it for under $90. So sometimes you can find it for a great price, and it was almost brand new. So very, very cool that I picked it up at a crazy price. So I needed a controller for Serato DJ Pro. This controller will also work with Virtual DJ. And so we're going to get into a little bit on it, guys, but first let's pay the bills and talk about thank you guys for tuning in to DJ Martini Midwest, DJ Martini Service on Facebook, and djmartinimidwest.com. Check them all out, guys, and I appreciate liking and subscribing this YouTube channel. It helps me a lot, and it'll help me continue making videos for you guys if you guys appreciate that. I just try to help. I try to bring you guys good information, try to bring you valued equipment that you can pick up, maybe use secondhand. Also try to find you, if I can get my hands on some new stuff. I like bringing you guys new stuff and just bringing you guys valued equipment that works good and can get the job done, guys. So please, I hope everybody's doing okay, staying safe, staying strong, but keeping busy, guys. So, all right, let's get into this Slate controller, guys. It should be a pretty quick video. Just want to show you a little extra information. It is a pretty standard controller. It is 4 channels, which is cool. And it works with a couple programs, Serato DJ Pro, Serato DJ Lite, and Virtual DJ for sure. I haven't kind of investigated too much more programs, but definitely works with Virtual DJ. I have Virtual DJ up right now. It is made for Serato DJ Pro and Serato DJ Lite. Definitely works with that. And but I just kind of wanted to show you, that it works with Virtual DJ as well. So I'm going to go ahead and break and bring you down to the controller so we can take a good look at it, and then I'll break back up and give you my positives and negatives on it, and we'll wrap it up, guys. Pretty easy, simple video, but like I said, I just didn't see a lot of videos that really impressed me and kind of gave a an orientated review and look at this. When you get the controller, basically get the box and one cord basically to plug it in. You get the USB Type-C cord, or sorry, not USB Type-C, but USB micro to USB normal to go to the laptop to plug it in. And like I said, we'll talk about some positive and negatives and get into this controller. So let's break and we'll switch views here. All right, guys, let's get started on this Gemini Slate 4, guys. We'll talk about everything on it really quick, but we'll start out with the profile. You can see this thing is really skinny. A little bit pretty skinny profile for a controller, but I do like that because that makes it ultra portable, guys. Easy to take around, can fit in a backpack or a small bag, no problem, and it'll be really portable for you. Let's go look at the options on the side here, guys. You can see you got some quarter jacks there, you got some RCAs, and like I said, there's your micro USB right here to plug in here, RCAs. Headphones right here, quarter jack only here, and you have little volumes. The volumes are little stubbies, so they're kind of hard to get to, but not a big deal. You can touch them and they are adjustable there. And so you got quarter jack on the mic as well, but you do have a microphone and a headphone, and you will have queuing and all that good stuff, so you were good there. Now let's jump into the controller here. Now it is a little odd that everything is on one side here and it's only on the left side. So I honestly, because I'm left-handed, I usually like to have stuff on the right side because I keep my laptop, everything on my right for some reason. So I wish it was normal, like on the back or maybe even on the other side, but that's going to be personal preference. But everything is on the left-hand side on this controller, which is a little bit different than most controllers. Nothing on the front, nothing on the right side here, and nothing on the back, guys. So it's all on the left side. All right, let's get into the controllers here. So on your left hand side, you basically have your level here for your beats, which is kind of like a almost like a filter almost for your FX. You will have 8 pads. You do have 8 pads, which can control different things. You can go into your hot cues, samples, you can different banks, hot loops, rolls, slicers. So you do have a lot of adjustability to get into from the controller into your software. So you do have a lot of adjustability there. You have 3 FXs that you can choose. You have a key lock. You have your tempo. It is a short throw on the tempo, but it does work, and you will be able to get just tempo. You do have a selector switch here for your channels. So you can see I'm on channel 1 right now, but you can switch out to get to your channel 4. I do like the switches though, because it makes it easy to know, where you're at, and you can look at it. Basic play, pause, cue, sync. You do have a vinyl mode. Of course, you can hit that. It's also a slip mode button as well. Here's your shift button, which is important, which will control different things. Like I said, you can control the different buttons and switch them. You can also control, your hot cues and erase them with your shift button, which is pretty common on most controllers. You do have 4 up faders for your 4 different channels here, guys, and then they are according to the different channels, and it does say up here on the top. So this is going to be your channel 3, this is going to be your channel 1, this is going to be channel 2, and I do like how they having those 2 channels on the inside here, and then of course this is your channel 4 right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, guys, and then here's your crossfader. Crossfade feels nice, not too bad there, guys. It is possible to get some scratching. I'm not a scratcher at all, but it is possible to do a little bit with this controller. The jog wheels aren't the best for it, but you can get it done. It is possible for sure. All right, guys, are touch sensitive on the top here, guys, and you can nudge, but the platters are very, very thin. And you can see that you can nudge, but like I said, they are kind of small, and when I say small, like thin. The platters are actually decent size, but they're kind of short. So just my opinion there. And then, of course, like I said, you can see that I'm on channel 1 here, but you will have high, mid, low, and a filter knob as well. And this is kind of for your beat effects on your FX for beats. So if I called it a filter earlier, it's kind of like your beats. So it'll go through your beat adjustment for your FX, okay? But you do have a filter here for high and low filters here for adjustment on each channel. Same thing on your other side here, guys. Beats, key lock, tempo, 4 pads. Pads are nice. They are a nice like rubber button. It's not a plastic button, it's a rubber button. See that? And same with your controllers here, nice rubber buttons here, and your deck select there for channel 3 or 2 and 4 on this side. Slip button. This is a plastic button here, plastic buttons here. And that's about it, guys. In the middle, you do have your cue for your headphones. You do have a master volume here. You do have browsers, so you can browse, and then if you press the load button, it will load the tracks on each of your channels. So browse, it'll go through your browsers, and then to load, you just press the load button there, and you can go back to go into your your file here. You can go back, and then those are your tracks. You can go back, and you can even go back farther. But yes, that does work as well in your software, guys. So pretty basic, guys. Nice controller. This is a nice build. It's not that heavy. Pretty nice. Not much on the back, guys. Just Gemini. Do have some pads down there. And we'll break and we'll go and wrap this video up for the Slate 4 from Gemini, made for Serato DJ Lite or Serato DJ Pro. This is a pretty good controller, guys. I do enjoy it. It has a lot of features that I like. That it's 4 channels. It has a nice switches to switch from 2 to 4 or 1 to 3 channels. Very easy, and you can see what channel you're going to. The positives, like I said, those are some of the positive, but also I love the buttons, the play, pause, sync, and your pads are all very nice, soft touch, pads. They're not plasticky or tingy, so they're very, very nice. The Q buttons and the slip buttons and some of the FX buttons, they are plastic, but they still don't make that really clatter sound. They actually sound pretty decent. Very, very nice. The knobs, very nice turn, very nice feel. The up faders are decent. They're a little stiff, actually, compared to other controllers. They're not super loose. So if you kind of mix or do some things with your up faders, you might have to work those in a little bit. Crossfader is nice. It's a little bit, it's not super loose, but you could definitely get some stuff done with it. This isn't the best controller for scratching, in my opinion. So you can get it done, but it's like I said, the knobs and everything are a little bit stiff. They're not super loose to get a lot of good scratching. Also the platters, they sound good, but I wish they were a little taller. So that's probably one of my negatives. I wish they were a little taller. That way they felt a little bit more substantial. But they do work. You can nudge adjust by touching the sides and scratch by touching the top, okay? So, and the nudge adjust only works, of course, when the music's playing. So it does have a headphone jack, quarter jack, and microphone jack quarter, so that's good. RCA inputs or output for your sound. Power from the laptop gains power. There's no power plug in it or at all, so you have to get power from your laptop. One negative that I wish was the tempo faders here, guys. I wish they had plenty of room over there where it is. They could have made them a little bit longer, so you get a really accurate on your tempo faders, but they do work. But I wish they just would have made them a little bigger, which they had plenty of space to do on the board here. And like I said, the negatives a little bit, these faders are kind of stiff. The up faders are kind of stiff. Definitely takes some pressure to put these up and move them up and down. Crossfader is probably not as smooth as most crossfaders. So not the best for scratching and stuff, but if you're not doing a lot of that stuff, this will work just fine, just great for you guys. Also, a negative in my is having everything on the left hand side for plugins. I wish they would have either moved some around, or if they would have put them on the back like normal, or even on the right side. For me, being left-handed, you think it'd be convenient for them, but I actually put my stuff normally on the right hand side or in the middle, and it's convenient to have it coming out the back of the controller, or even in this scenario, for my personal preference, to have them on the right side. But that's just personal preference for me. But kind of weird to have them on the left side. I've never had a controller that had everything on the left hand side, so just a little weird for me. But other than that, another thing, guys, is like I said, the construction on this is very nice, but it does have a little bit of a rattle, which kind of sounds a little bit cheap for me, but everything works great, so nothing in that makes it not work. So but just to have a little rattles kind of seems a little off to me. But other than that, guys, I think it's a great controller for the price point. If you can get it used for around $150, I think that's a great price point. If you buy it new at $250, that seems a little high for me, guys, for this controller. It is 4-channel, and it does have a lot of capabilities, with your FX and some of your modes, like your loops, slicer. You got 2 banks that you can get into. You can adjust a lot from the controller to your software, so it does have a lot of options for you guys. But I don't know, $250. There's some other controllers like the Pioneer SB3 and some other controllers out there that I think can do just as good as this, and probably have some better crossfaders and outfaders. That said, this is a nice controller, guys. I do like it. It does work great with Serato DJ Pro and Virtual DJ. So, give it props here. But like I said, if you can get it for a little cheaper, like on eBay, like I said, for around $150, I think this is a great 4-channel controller that you can find for that price point. You can't find a lot of 4-channel controllers for that. And like I said, I even said the SB3, that is only a 2-channel. So, and that's going to be about the same price point. But like I said, for a 4-channel, yeah, this is a great value for 4 channels. and you know, all the features and things that it does have. The pads, the buttons, and everything have a nice feel to them. So if you're a little bit, if you like to scratch a little bit more, this is probably not the best controller for you. You might want to look elsewhere. But if you're just a normal mobile DJ playing music, playing corporate gigs, and you know, things like that, this is a great controller because it's, you know, very smooth, but up faders and stuff. So you're going to get nice transition between songs and that kind of thing. And also the knobs are nice as well. So very nice controller if you're not into the scratching thing as much, but you know, doing some other things as well in your mixes. So other than that, guys, at the price point, I do like it. I am going to hold on to it. It is portable, lightweight, easily put into a backpack or things like that. And so it has a lot of things going for it, guys. And only bad things about it are just, you know, personal preference and, you know, being picky about it. So, all right, guys, this has been DJ Martini Midwest. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been the Gemini Slate 4 for Serato, but it does work with Virtual DJ as well. And I think you guys should check it out, guys. It's a good older controller that's still around that you can find for a value price, and it'll still work really good if you need a 4-channel controller. So they do have a two-channel controller as well, but those are kind of hard to find. So you might want to check this 4-channel out, and it'll work just as good as the 2-channel. So, all right, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been DJ Martini Midwest. We will check you guys later. More videos to come, of course. So stay tuned for other videos.